Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. This project I actually made at Ronald McDonald House last week with the residents that were staying there. It's a cute little bookmark using the Big Shot, and the residents at Ronald McDonald House loved it, so I thought, well, I'll share it with you today. Here's what you use to make this bookmark. Your Big Shot, your 2 standard cutting pads, and your Fun Flowers die. This die was introduced in the Occasions mini catalog, and although the Occasions mini catalog retired yesterday, it's still going to be available for purchase. It's going to be one of the carryover products. I also used my classic ink pad that was chocolate chip and a Stampin' Sponge. When you buy these sponges from me, make sure you cut them into fourths, and that way they go a lot farther and you can dedicate one to each color that you have. I used one of the phrases from Teeny Tiny Wishes. For cardstock, I used 2 colors, Pretty in Pink and Chocolate Chip. Love those 2 color combinations. I used my paper piercing tool and pad, my chocolate chip satin ribbon, jumbo brads. These are, I think, 5/8 of an inch, and they're neutrals. My modern label punch, and my ribbon cutting scissors. I'll be back in a moment and I'll show you how to create the bookmark. Alright, so let's start off by making the flowers for the bookmark. Your sandwich is going to be the bottom cutting pad, your Fun Flowers die, and then you can layer several pieces of cardstock on top of each other and run it through all at one time. So I'm going to do that. I put my 2 pieces of cardstock on top, and then I have my top cutting pad, and then the key for this die is to get it started. And generally what I do is I bring it up and I use my hip to get it going. There we go. And it's through. The nice part about the Fun Flowers die is you're going to end up with duplicates when you run it through with a couple of pieces of cardstock. So you can actually make 2 at one time. Now, of course, you know I would save this and use it again for some other kind of project idea. And here's the flowers that you end up with. So what I used for my bookmark, let me bring my bookmark in so you can see it, is I used the large pink one, the medium chocolate chip one, and the small Pretty in Pink one for the top layer. So, and what I did, let me bring this one in, was just to make it, give it an antique kind of touch, I used my Stampin' Sponge and my chocolate chip ink, and I sponged around the outside of the Pretty in Pink, like the very tips of the flowers, of the Pretty in Pink flowers. Then what I did was I layered them and got ready to put the brad through. I used my modern label punch to punch out the Just For You image from scrap Whisper White cardstock. I forgot to mention you need Whisper White cardstock as well, just for the phrase. And I sponged around the outside of that punched out piece, just again to antique it a little bit. And then I took my paper piercing tool and pad and I pierced a hole through everything. And I had cut a piece of ribbon, the measurements will be on my blog at the end of the video, and I had pierced a hole through that as well. And then I just took my large brad from the jumbo brads and poked it through all of the layers and the ribbon, opened it up and sealed it shut, and that's it. A very quick and easy project. When I was at Ronald McDonald House last week, the other thing I did was I took some, I think I took either Crystal Effects or, I think it was Crystal Effects. You want to use a really strong bonding glue, and I put one of the circles that are just part of the die piece when you run it through, and I adhered it over top of the openings of the brad so that if a young child was going to use this as a bookmark, it wouldn't be too sharp, although I don't think the ends are that sharp, but I just sealed it shut like that so that it was covered up and protected. And that's it. Think about all the different color combinations that you can use this really great die for to create a bunch of fun bookmarks for friends, family, or maybe you belong to a book club. It would make a great bookmark for your book club members. For a complete listing of the supplies I used and the measurements, please visit my blog, www.nutsaboutstamping.com. While on my blog, don't forget to subscribe to my mailing list. I have a newsletter coming out on Tuesday that you won't want to miss. It has a bunch of project ideas for the brand new summer mini catalog. You can place an order at my online store, or you can ask me a question, or just browse through all the projects that I've posted in the last couple of years. I'm Terry. I am nuts about stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.